many Americans do you believe are in debt? This is a very important question because you need to know whether most Americans are doing things the right way or the wrong way. And if they're doing it the wrong way, you want to avoid that path. So the answer to that question is 80%.
What?
80% of Americans are actually in debt, and 80% of Americans, or 60% of Americans, if we look at this consensus that came out this year, 63% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So now, if the majority of Americans are in debt, the majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and another one that is even more important, that 40% of Americans have $1,000 emergency fund. That tells you that the path that most Americans are taking is the wrong one, and you want to avoid that, or you will fall in the same trap as everyone else. I think it's 33% of Americans who earn $250,000 a year live paycheck to paycheck. How insane is that someone can make $250,000 and they live paycheck to paycheck, which means that they pay off their bills and they have no money until their next paycheck comes, and then they use that and pay off their bills and their whatever expenses, and then they have no money. One thing that you want to do if you don't want to be part of these numbers is don't fall into debt. See how you use your credit card. Credit cards are amazing. They have amazing benefits, but they also can be extremely dangerous. And if you look deeper into those numbers of people in debt, the number one reason is school loans and other loans that they take, or credit card debt. So I used my credit card in a specific way when I got my first credit card at 20 years old that took my credit score above 700 and I believe 750 in a short period of time. And what was it that I did? I took my credit card, I asked the bank if I can get a credit card. So they gave me this credit card, they gave me $1,000 balance, and I asked them, hey, can I also get a debit card? So they give me this debit card, and this is the important part. I asked them to take my credit card and link it with my debit card so that every time I use my credit card, at the end of the month, the balance that I incurred, the entire balance, gets paid by my debit card automatically. The thing that I would say you need to do is, and this is especially for those who are in high school and they're thinking to themselves, should I take a gap year? Should I go to college? You're thinking to yourself, I want to open up a business. I'm gonna drop out of school, or I'm not gonna go to college altogether. And this is what I would say to you. A gap year, that's amazing. Take a gap year. But after that, go to college. If you don't have a specific plan, you have a business idea, you have some business partners, you have a plan, then maybe go the business route. But if you have no actual plan, then do not go down that path. It's a path of failure. All these gurus and furus and all these guys who tell you drop out of college or don't go to college, instead open up a business, what money will you open that business up with? Okay? So even if you're going to college just to get a degree so you can get a job that will help you make money to eventually open up that business, it's okay. And that's exactly what I did. I was thinking, I don't want to go to college. And my dad convinced me. He was like, no, listen, go to college, do something, even if it's something you don't like, just do it so you can have money to do the things you want to do. So I went ahead, I applied for the nursing program because I thought to myself, what career will allow me to make some decent money immediately, And I'm like, nursing, I can finish this program in a couple years and I can make about $50,000 a year. And that's exactly what I did. I finished the nursing program and now I'm like, okay, now I have money that I can use to do the things I want to do. So go to college while you plan your life out. There's 24 hours in a day. Go to college, get the degree that you need, but at the same time, do your business, whether it's drop shipping, whether it's trading stocks, learn your craft while you go to college. For the third thing, this kind of segues to this point about college, which is if you do have a job, whether it's not a career, whether you have a job or a career, try to get the highest paying job in your field. whether it's going to your manager and asking for a promotion, whether it is putting in the work, whether it's leaving your job to find another job in your field that will pay you more. Whatever it is, tell your manager, I'm gonna go here because it pays me more, or you can pay me more. I also have personal experience with that. I was working as a nurse for about 3 years and I was making about $50,000 a year. And I thought to myself, I need more. I want to get paid more. So I looked around and seen what can I do to make more money. And I noticed that travel nursing, if I leave my city and go out about 50 miles, I can make double, triple the money that I'm making now. And that's what I did. I asked my job, are you able to match my pay with this travel agency? Obviously, they said they couldn't do it. I told them thank you. I put in my 2-week notice and I hit the road.
I'm out of here.
And I started making $150,000 to $200,000 compared to the $50,000, $60,000 that I was making for a few years. And of course, it sucks having to move and having to travel and the anxiety of, oh, I was comfortable where I was. But you get used to it. After a few months, you get used to it, and that extra money will put you in a much better position. So the last thing is live below your means.